to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way
Hi guys, today I'm sharing with you another Clean With Me marathon. Every so often I like to share these type of videos to give you an uninterrupted cleaning motivation. If you're not new here and don't know what these is exactly, it's basically where I have compiled several of my favorite cleaning videos to one super mega cleaning video that you can just put on TV or tablet and clean right along with me, no matter what you are working on, and you don't have to worry about switching out a video or finding something new to watch while you're doing this. I am sharing my spring cleaning in this video, so let's get to it. And if you are stopping by for the very first time here, I would love it if you consider subscribing to this channel where I share tons of homemaking and decorating and organizing motivation, and I have lots of new stuff coming your way, like home renovations and summer decor and all sorts of stuff. So make sure that subscribe button is on and your notification bell is on as well, so you don't miss out when these videos do come up. Well, hello my friends, and welcome to another declutter and organize video. Today we are working on my furnace room, still in a basement, and then I also have my seasonal storage room over here that we gotta fix up, clean up, and my pathway to my craft room, which still needs to be organized. So there's lots to do. We had finished the fruit cellar. If you missed that video, make sure you head on over. It will be linked at the end of the video, and I will have the decluttering playlist linked in the description box if you want to see all the other videos that I have been working on. So we're going to be working on this space, and then also my entertainment closet, or entertaining closet, where I keep all my entertaining supplies. So without further ado, let's get started. So I am starting over in the furnace room, and I'm going to be bringing in a shelf here. Originally I was trying to see if one of those big shelves that I have in a food storage room or fruit cellar, if you've seen that video, you know which ones I'm talking about, was going to fit here, but it didn't. It was a little too long, and I have an electrical panel there, so it just did not fit, and it was also pretty wide, so nobody could fit in between the furnace and shelf to get to the electrical panel. So I switched them around, and this one's working much better. I needed this shelf to set it up because, and overall this whole basement needed to be cleaned because there's some things being done upstairs, and I'm going to need this room for some food storage and maybe even like a cooking area. So I just wanted to have it cleaned. But let me tell you guys, this is like a never ending for me. Craft room is one thing. I'm always doing stuff in a craft room and cleaning, but this really should not be that big of a mess all the time, because I don't really do much in here. We just need to really follow through in putting things away. When we bring them down into the basement, put them right where they go. They always just end up right at the beginning there, and then it just piles up and nothing gets put away when it needs to be, and like I said, it just causes this huge mess. And then I put all my Christmas stuff away. I was so good, and I got it all packed up so early in January so I can get my cleaning and organizing and decorating done for winter. But with that, I made such a big mess in my storage area, didn't even put all the Christmas stuff away before I even started digging through the winter stuff. So this is why it ended up looking the way it is. But I wanted to get this done because of the work being done to the house, and also because I want to start cleaning up upstairs, and I need to have this done, so when I start bringing things from upstairs that need to be downstairs, I have a place to put them. So after I was done getting the shelf organized, I moved on to my first two shelves. Here are camping gear, and the top shelf has some travel stuff, also life jackets, travel pillows, and all sorts of stuff. And I wanted to go through some of my travel bags. We used to travel quite a bit with kids' sports, and sometimes we went two separate ways. I went to dance, and my husband went to water polo, and my daughter played water polo as well. Because they're different age groups, we would go different ways. So there was a lot of we need a lot of bags for all of us to travel with packing food and things like that. So I have quite a bit, so I wanted to pare some of it down. So I went through that bin. I also went through my packing cubes and couple travel things that I have that I keep on hand. I'll go through that, organize it, see what I can toss and donate and things like that. So that way I pare that down a little bit. I did end up with quite a bit of donation stuff. A lot of it was from my food storage room, which I shared just the previous video. And then I had some stuff from here as well. What I've started to do is whenever I'm switching out the decor for seasons, I do get rid of things that I know I'm not going to use anymore. So that way I'm not storing them just so I can throw them out later, donate them later on. So I'm going to keep trucking through this. The process is a little bit wonky. I keep moving stuff out of the way and then going back to it to do it. But there is a process in my head, and it is what I needed to do in order to get it done. So in order to keep my craft room clean, which I did such a great job, I think, over Christmas holidays, I needed this area to be clean so I can actually move stuff in and out, but I had the whole thing blocked with a whole bunch of stuff that really shouldn't be there. So I cleared the path, and then I also moved into my entertaining closet and cleaned out some stuff out of there, moved stuff around, and then I did do a tiny cleanup of the craft room as well. If you want to see a full one, make sure you check that video out. I will link it at the end of this video so you can check that out. And as you can see, I am wearing a different outfit. That is because this has taken me 2 mornings to do. Also want to mention, if you enjoy these type of videos, make sure you hit that like button, leave me a comment down below so I know that you are, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and a notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. I am trekking through, like I said, organizing, decluttering videos. Once I'm done in the basement, I will be moving upstairs. Right now, there's still going to be a part 2 to this basement, which will be the other part of the basement. It's more my gym area, office, and our rec room that are going to get cleaned and decluttered. So make sure your bell is on so you don't miss out those uploads. So we are done, and I'm gonna give you a little tour just so you can see. I think that shelf looks much better here. I'm not sure how I'm gonna utilize it. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep some of my extra cleaning stuff up here. I have dog's cones. Frankie's gonna be going for surgery soon enough, so I will be needing those. I have the cloth shelves that I'm not using right now, so it's just a mismatch right now, but eventually I'm sure I'll figure out exactly what goes in there. But I think I'm thinking like Ziploc bags, Kleenexes, extra toilet paper, extra paper towel, all that stuff will go there. And this is all of our camping gear, first 2 rows, and then just some travel supplies, life jacket, snorkeling gear. I have skates as well in here, and then extra cloth bags are there. Our suitcases are over here, so just so you see, snorkeling gear, travel pillows. I have a super big duffel bag here, and I think there's another duffel bag inside of it. This is prior to my exercise years. I had excruciating back pain in my tailbone, and so whenever we would go for a drive, even for an hour drive, I would be in agony of pain. So I had bought that to help with that, and it was a miracle. I don't know, I no longer need it, but I'm keeping it just in case. if anybody else needs it. So I have travel backpacks, I have travel coolers, I have life jackets, and this is just all sorts of stuff. These are like toiletry bags, makeup cases and stuff like that. And in here I have our clear bags for the bags that you take on the plane. And then I also have these are all charging things that go for like European electricity and American Canadian. So it has plugs that you interchange. And then I also have in here, I think I did show like a little travel sewing kit. There's also packing cubes. My Disney ponchos are in there. And then I like to take laundry baskets. I have the foldable ones from Dollar Store to whenever we travel, so we can keep the room somewhat tidy. And then just plastic bags, and there's skates behind there. These are extra reusable shopping bags, and like I said, the camping gear here. These are my outdoor cushions. They are in here. We're thinking about getting a shed that I can maybe move that into the shed, but I'm not 100% sure because, you know, sometimes they have creatures living in there and it's not, I don't want them ripping up my cushions, but I'll think about it, and they can get into those bins. So moving over here, so I have my stand-up freezer where I keep my freezer meals and kind of meals that are already somewhat prepped. And then in here I have a deep freezer where I keep all of my just meat. There's nothing done, it's just like raw meat. And then this is my seasonal storage, which is looking a little bit overwhelming for me. I still have 2 Christmas trees which are gonna go there. This is an extra bin for the freezer, and that's actually, I was looking for that bin. It is for my dirty cloths and anything that needs to be washed. I like to I'll pile it in there, and then once it's full I go and take it to a wash. So that's my craft room, and I already shared a full declutter and cleaning of the craft room, which I pretty much do like once a month, because I don't know, if you're a crafter you understand, if you're not then I don't think I can make you understand. So, and then here is my anything that when we're entertaining is in here. There's extra paper plates, napkins, spoons, there's coolers, trays, just like I said, anything for entertaining is in here. And then as we turn this way, I have my 2 shelves that I keep small appliances that I don't use on regular basis, but maybe use it once or twice a month, but I keep them down here so they're not cluttering my kitchen. I'm a bit of an appliance hoarder. I like my small appliances, so I can give you a little tour. I have a mini crock pot for all the dips. That's a carpet cleaner. This is part of our filtration system. On top is going to go our ham holder. We buy a giant prosciutto ham at Christmas, and we have this holder that you put it on and it cuts it. It's upstairs because we've just packaged the leftover ham that's been left, so I'm gonna bring that down. I have my raclette here. These are French fries cutters, food processor, hamburger press. I have French press, coffee grinder, waffle maker, pasta maker. I have an extra thingy for extra element, and then which will come handy when we do our kitchen reno. I have a meat slicer. This is just remnants of our smoker that we had actually just got rid of because it was on the fridge. Not sure if my husband will buy a new one, so just keeping that there. Sausage stuffer. Over here, I use a Ninja for my smoothies, and I think it was my daughter dropped the blade, so we bought the blade was almost as much money as a whole new blender once it was on sale, so we bought a whole new one. So that's the body of it and extra cups. I'm still using the body of the other one because it works perfectly fine. That's a food saver. And then I just have some a big giant, which I'm pretty sure I could get rid of, a calculator, because I used to use this for daycare to calculate when I was doing taxes, and I'm not quite sure what. Oh, this is extra glass for our chandelier in the kitchen above the sink. And then I have my roasting pan, extra crock pot, rotisserie, wok, a blender, a full-size KitchenAid blender, a juicer, a bread maker, popcorn maker, then I have an ice cream maker, a soda stream. We go on and off with soda stream. We use it all the time, and then we don't use it at all. And then I also have, is it called your mama? It makes like a slushy out of fruit kind of thing. So that's it. And then I have my wreaths hanging here, and I also have a couple extra wreaths hanging here. So if you want to see what's all in here, make sure you check out that video. I will link it down below. You guys seem to have enjoyed that declutter and organizing video. So next, let me show you. These are 2 garbage bags from, this is actually still from the fruit cellar when I did, which is another video that I did decluttering. And then that's a garbage bag from here. And then if you look over here, this is all donation. So I will be, this box is pretty much empty here, but I will be donating that. So that's all that came from there. So next is all of this area is going to get cleaned more than organized, because a lot of the stuff I already did when I arranged this one, so it's just gonna need some tweaking. As I am back in the basement, I have a couple things to tidy up here, organize a little bit, clean up. So I'm going to be working on that right now. So here is just a little overview. So we have done that area. There's things that need to go up. These chairs need to go next door to my mother-in-law's in a basement as a backup storage, or maybe we'll be donating them. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I've got some Christmas lights to put away. This is all the donations all the donations that I have gotten from the other rooms that I had decluttered. We also have our rec room and my office. Now my office doesn't need decluttering, it just needs tidying up, because I go through it like weekly, so I don't need to declutter it. But there are a couple things that need to be sorted out in more of the staging area for my YouTube DIYs. That needs more. And then over here we have my gym, and again, there's not a lot to go through. All of these drawers just need to be straightened out, and maybe just some dusting and stuff like that. Again, I'm not doing the windows because it's freezing out there, and they're just gonna get frozen. So I'm going to start at the back 2 shelves, because that is pretty much most of the work that needs to be done is at the back of those 2 shelves. So over here, I currently have all of the pillows that I am interchanging throughout the different seasons. So I just kind of want to go through them and see if there's any that I can pare down. I did try using those suction bags, but they always let out, so I'm not sure whether they're just no good, or I need to buy the more expensive ones probably. So because mine are, some are Ziploc brand, but I got them at dollar store, and the other ones are just a dollar store brand, but they were like $4 from Dollarama. So I don't know, I'm sure I need to buy more expensive ones. So I'm gonna go through all the pillows, figure that out. I might take the outdoor pillows and put them into that cushion bin that I have, because there is room on there, so that will eliminate some space here.
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this.
I did decide to use the bags and give them another try. I just find that they do save up quite a bit of space, and I was able to put 3 bags on pretty much one shelf. Or did I? Maybe, no, I put 3 bags on 2 shelves plus some pillows. So it worked out pretty good. We'll see if they expand. There is room for a bit of expansion. Then I moved on to my books. I have pared down my books so much over the years. All of these 3 shelves that are here used to house all of my books. I have donated them. Actually, I gave them to one of my friends who owns a summer cottage, and she uses them she has like a library, and people that rent out the cottage or use the cottage can choose to read books. It's kind of like a leave a book, take a book kind of library. So I'm glad that somebody got some use out of it. I also hold all of my scrapbooks here and my photo albums and photo boxes on top. The other shelf that's beside it has all of my furniture painting supplies, and because that gets used so often, it didn't need any declutter. Then I moved on to my office, and my office needed more of a deep cleaning rather than decluttering. So I was just putting everything away that doesn't need to be here and giving the whole space a pretty good wipe down. Like I mentioned before, there is going to be a whole organization of the office that I will be doing. That will be a totally separate video.
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear.
If you enjoy these type of videos, make sure you let me know down in the comments, and make sure you hit that like button. And if you are stopping by my channel for the very first time, my name is Sonja, and on this channel you'll find tons of cleaning, decluttering, organizing, motivation, and even more decorate with me. I enjoy decorating my house for every season, and there is so much stuff coming your way. I am super excited to be sharing it all with you. So make sure you are subscribed and your notification bell is on so you don't miss out any of my uploads. So once I was finished with decluttering my office, more of cleaning my office, I moved on to my gym area, and here it just needed more straightening out. I also wanted to clean this mat that I had recently purchased, and also this boneyard that I have here. I typically, if I'm going to be working out and I know that dogs need distractions, I give them bones, and they tend to eat out all the marrow, and all that's left is just a bone. I have tried boiling them and getting them to kind of bring them back to life, not necessarily boil them, just to refreshing them, but the dogs don't like it, they just like it raw. And for cleaning this mat, I am using just some water and vinegar with some lavender scent.
You make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this.
So like I said, there was a few things that I wanted to get done, and I did. I tidied up all of this area. I'll wipe down the mat. I'm going to get vacuum down here and give it a good vacuum, but I think I'm gonna enlist other people that use this gym to do that, as well as wiping down this bench and all that stuff, just to give it a little bit of cleaning. We do wipe the dumbbells on regular basis just because 3 of us use it all the time. And then I'm pretty pleased with the way this worked out. I left that pillow out because I'm going to be decorating this room for Valentine's, so I'm gonna need that pillow, which will be video next week one day, and so make sure you tune into that if you want to see that. So that's, like I said, that's done, and I will clear this up once I'm ready to take it to Goodwill. I'm obviously not gonna do it tonight, it's Friday night, so I want to enjoy my Friday night, so maybe I'll do it tomorrow morning or on Sunday. They are still open on Sunday, so but I don't want to take this up to Goodwill until I'm ready to go to Goodwill, so it's not cluttering up my upstairs. This, I'm gonna see if my sister wants it. I have to put this away on a shelf, but my nephews are coming over for a visit, so I'm gonna keep that here. Books, I just messaged my friend if she wanted to read any of those. If not, I will be sending them with the donations. Then there is a black, this is like a 30-year-old chair, but it's still in good condition. I use it for meditation, so it's nicely here. This is my little meditation station with some dog treats, and then I have just different stuff in here for my diffuser. I have batteries and just some extra stuff. And then over here I have a full tour of my gym if you want to see. The only new thing is this mat, because I was slipping quite a bit on those whenever I did mountain climbers, or what are they called, bear steps or whatever, bear walk. So I bought a mat on Amazon, and this has actually helped quite a bit. I am straightening out this mat here, so I just put weights on here, and so you can see, I'll link that video at the end so you can see what's all in there. That's I actually have it on my vlogging channel, not on this channel, so but I can still link it in the description box for you to check out. And then I tidied my office, but like I said, I'm gonna be redecorating my whole desk, and I can't wait to share that with you. I'm super excited for that. And then hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I do want to apologize for missing a video last Saturday. I just simply ran out of steam, but I'm back with another actually start of some new series. I guess we are going to be spring cleaning my main floor. We have kind of finished some parts of the upstairs. We have already organized the basement, but now I'm going to start with my main floor, starting at the foyer, and then we're going to work our way back into the house. I'm starting this a tad bit earlier because I want to get some of this stuff organized and done. We're supposed to be having some work done on our house, but not sure of the timeline and all this stuff. And originally I was like, oh, I'm just going to wait and not do it, but then decided, well, I should be getting some house cleaned, just so that way it's not all piled up on me at once when I'm gonna have to start moving stuff out of the house and things like that for the reno. So for this spring cleaning video, we are starting in the front foyer, and we're gonna deep clean it, meaning wash all the baseboards, walls, windows on the inside, not outside, because currently it is minus 22 outside, so we won't be going outside yet. I think I'm probably gonna have a separate video on how to clean the windows, how I clean the windows on the outside. And then we're gonna also organize the little Bombay chest where we keep our mittens and hats and things like that, and then also the coat closet. So lots of organizing and deep cleaning motivation here for you, so I hope you enjoy it. As you saw, I am using Lysol all-purpose cleaner to wash the walls and to wash all the surfaces but the floor, and I mix it with some warm, well, pretty much hot water, and this is in an orange scent, so it gives the whole room a fresh, clean scent. I have this half wall between the living room and the foyer, and it seems to end up being some dumping ground for a lot of stuff, including my husband's mittens that he used, or gloves that he used to add salt to our outside. We do use pet safe salt, but it just left this huge stain, and I was a little bit worried that it wasn't gonna come off, but it came right off. So I took everything off of it because I'm going to go through that little basket that's supposed to be just a key holder and couple things, but it always ends up, like I said, being a dumping zone for many other things. So I took it off. I'm going to organize it, but first I'm going to clean, like I said, the ledge, and I'm going to also wipe down these pillars. This one doesn't end up getting too messy, but the other one does get quite messy because one of the dogs that I have is part Newfie, and he does drool, not probably as much as the full Newfie would, but he does drool a little bit, and I feel there's always drool on these pillars. I am planning on dressing these up with some maybe barn board when we are doing some renos, because I think the pillars are not in anymore. So I just wanted to update them a little bit, and I'm going to be updating the curtains, so I have not placed them. If you watched my decorate with me videos, I have not added curtains because I'm just going to leave them off until the reno is done. I am really enjoying all the brightness without them. I am using a Norwax mold and mildew spray. I have used this all over the years, for a few years now, and I absolutely love it. It has literally no odor, and it does such a good job. So I just spray in the corner of the windows because it does get so cold outside, and it creates almost like water condensation because of the coldness outside and the warmth inside on the corner of the windows, and over time it does create a little bit of I wouldn't even say it was mold and mildew, but it is a little black stuff all in the corners, and this mold and mildew remover works really well for that, and like I said, it has no odor. So I spray it on, and then I leave it while I do other things, and then go back to it and just wipe it off, and it comes right off. Let me know if you would like to see maybe a full tutorial on how I do this, how I clean the little edges in the window to get them nice and clean. I 100% can do this for you guys if that's something that you'd be interested in seeing.
Holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
For the glass, I use a Method window cleaner. I've used this for several years as well, and I really like it. I think it works just as well as Windex does without all the heavy smells. I'm all about the smells. I cannot handle some of the cleaning cleaning supplies, the smell that they have. I think the Lysol all-purpose cleaner is probably the extent of the smell. I can't even do Pine Sol, but I can do Lysol. It's weird. I think it's just me, but and I don't mind using Lysol on the walls. However, I won't use it on the floor because the dog, daycare before and now even the dogs, chances of them licking a wall are slim to none, but they almost always lick something off the floor. So here I am cleaning out that basket. Like I said, it just ended up having so many things in there. I also needed to replace a little ring that's holding my pooper scoopering bag over on my leash, so you'll see me doing that. I'm just using a twist tie to add it. I did step on it and I broke the ring, so I need to replace it. So I thought, well, the little twist tie will work perfect for that. And then when I put everything back into the basket, it will pretty much just have the little Norwax lint cleaner, cleaning glove, some sanitizer, and keys and glasses, and that's it. And I'm hoping I can keep it that way for a little bit.
World on fire. You set my world on fire. I don't know what I'd do without you. You make me smile. What is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on.
If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. My name is Sonja, and over on this channel I share lots of cleaning motivation, organizing motivation, as well as decorate with me. So if this is something that you like to watch, make sure you hit that subscribe button and a notification bell, and also leave me down a comment if you guys are enjoying these type of videos. It just lets me know that you are. Whether you are returning or a new viewer, the little feedback down in the comments would be very much appreciated. So now I had moved on to organizing these drawers that are forever messy. I am just going through, and I've done where I've decided to do one drawer for my husband and I and one drawer for my kids, but this time around I thought I would organize them, one drawer for my son and my husband and the next drawer for my daughter and I, since both of my kids are older teenagers and we tend to share a lot of hats and mitts and things like that, for especially the stuff that we wear out for dog walking, because it's obviously different than the stuff that we wear to the store. And then we also have a lot of items for snowboarding and just winter sports, which is also different than from what you would wear every single day. But I tend to share it with my daughter, and my husband share his stuff with my son. So that's how I decided to organize these drawers. And the bottom drawer holds some things for outdoor sports, and then some sun hats and just things like that. And I ended up adding some of our really thick mittens and gloves in that drawer, just because they take up so much room and I did not have enough room in the two drawers. Once the foyer was done, I moved on to this extremely messy closet. This has gotten totally out of control, and obviously the system that I had in place wasn't really working, because if it was, it would have not gotten this messy. It's just I've ended up purchasing a couple boxes of N95 masks because my kids need them for work, and the ones that they provide them at work were hurting their faces, and they like the ones from Costco, so I had a couple boxes of those. Then I also had a couple boxes from just the regular reusable the disposable ones, and then I also had our cloth ones. So we still have to wear them everywhere. The kids have to wear them to school, the stores, work, all the places. So I need to have backups in case if our cloth ones are dirty. What happens often with our cloth ones is that especially with my kids, they don't put them, they'll just leave them on that Bombay chest, and Duke can reach them, and he ends up taking them and slobbering all over them, and then I have to wash them, and sometimes I have to wash all of them. So I needed to figure out a way how to organize them in a bin, so they're not just thrown up there and being dumped out. I think kind of defeats the purpose to have masks out of their bags, kind of harboring all the germs that are up in the air into the masks. I don't know, that's just me. So I needed to figure out how to organize them, and then I also needed to just go through all these bins that gotten so messy. Once I was done, I ended up putting them back in place, and I did not realize that my camera had died at this point, so you only see me adding a couple items there, but at the end of the video I will give you a little organized tour of where everything is and how I organized it. Now I had moved on to the bottom of the closet. Again, extremely messy. I can't believe it has gotten this out of control. So I took everything out, sorted the shoes, took the stuff that needed to go upstairs, took the shelf out, ended up vacuuming it and washing the baseboards and the floor in there. So here are the shoes that I'm going to be donating, as well as taking them upstairs into my closet upstairs, because they were either not for the right season, or I wasn't wearing them. Well, they weren't for right season, and that's why I wasn't wearing them. So I'm going to tidy up this mess that's left over from decluttering the closet, and then I'm going to show you all the things that are no longer going back in any of these places. So over here in this box, I have all of the stuff that needs to go to my mother-in-law's. Those are all her plates and bowls that, you know, kids bring food from her house, or she brings food for us, and the plates don't end up going back. And this is going to my sister's. There's a stool and some snowman supplies, and then that little bag has all the donation stuff. And now I'm going to wipe everything down, and I'm going to vacuum it, as well as wash the floor. I'm not doing my powder room just because it's too complicated to get the camera in there for you to actually see what I'm doing. So I will do that on my own kind of thing. And the mudroom is going to get a full makeover. So I've decided I'm really not even going to go in there and do anything, because I can shut the door. So it's all done, and while I was waiting for the floor to dry and put everything back, these guys decided to rest up, so I just let them rest before I put the carpet back and the bench, as well as that little basket. So over here on the Bombay chest, I just still have that box. I just have to go next door and take it to my mother-in-law's. She wasn't home at the time. And just to show you this drawer, how nicely everything looks. I hope it stays this way. Usually I do my spring cleaning a little bit later, once we are all done wearing mittens and all that. So once I clean that up, it kind of stays that way. But like I said, I'm doing this a little bit earlier this year, so that way I'll probably have to redo it again, but that's okay. So here is my absolutely amazingly clean closet for now, and I love the way everything is. I added labels so that way everyone knows where things are and where things need to go. The bottom is nicely sorted. I did get rid of quite a bit of shoes to go put in our closets upstairs, and I think I'm just donating a few. not too many. And so let me kind of give you a little tour of the top shelf. So at the back in the yellow bin, I have slippers for all the company that needs to wear slippers. The blue bin contains our blankets, bug spray, sunscreen. Then I have dog grooming stuff. Then I have the masks, pooping bags. Then I have other people's things. This is where I put plates and things that don't belong to me that need to be distributed to other people. Then I have biodegradable bags as well as shoe spray, extra cleaning supplies, first aid kit, and then a large antibacterial jug. Well, I hope you had enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you the motivation that you needed to get your stuff done. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And
I've tried to explain how much you really mean to me, but I feel a bit insane. Could you just take me seriously? I get jealous, I get down, running to the clubs, trying to have fun. Goes around. We should cut to the chase right about now. I think we should talk about it. Diving deep, let it go, so you want it. Talk about it. Gotta know that you want it. Talk about it. Diving deep, let it go, so you want it. Talk about it. Gotta know that.
here's the front room all cleaned up. The carpet is wet because I had washed it. I also took this out because I didn't wash the top of it, but I washed the back of it. Yesterday was quite a rainy day, so I ended up putting it over the fence, and the rain washed the plastic on the back. I also washed these just with the hose. This room needs some refreshing of paint and just few things, so I have to do that, just finding time to do it. Now moving on to my living room, and I will be washing all of my curtains because I find that smell from cooking and all that stuff just gets into it and they become stinky over time. So I like to refresh them. I just do like a quick wash cycle with some fabric softener and some sort of odor eliminator and just a little bit of dish soap. They're not dirty, they just need to be refreshed. At this time, I also like to clean out my light fixtures. I remove this little thing and end up washing it with just some hot water and dish soap, and then I come back and dust the remaining light that's hanging, and I just do that with some glass cleaner from Method and a microfiber cloth. When it comes to window washing, I like to wash my windows several times a year, especially on the inside. I typically wash them on the outside twice a year at spring and fall. I haven't done the inside of the windows since my fall cleaning, and so we tend to have some of that surface mold grow in the corners of the windows just from all the condensation from being so cold outside and then the heat from the inside. For the condensation, I like to use a mold and mildew remover from Norwax. I like this product because it doesn't smell strong, and some of the other mold and mildew removers make me they smell really bad, but this one I don't smell, so, and it's all natural and it works really well, so it's great. And then I use an old toothbrush to get into the crevices of it, but I let it sit for a little bit first. I also wipe down my screens just with a method glass cleaner. Sometimes I will take them out and hose them down as well. I'm not cleaning my windows on the outside at this time because, like I said, there's still a ton of snow, so probably once I'm doing the outside cleaning of the windows, I will take these off again and just give them hose them down with, and also use some down dish soap and just give them a proper wash. But for now, I'm just cleaning the little mold off and cleaning the windows. Next, when I'm done with my windows, I move on to cleaning behind and under my sofa and the sofa itself. I used to have to do this way more often when my golden was alive, but because all the hair would accumulate underneath the sofa. But I haven't done this since my fall cleaning, and as you can see, it's not all that bad. I use my Dyson cordless to vacuum up all the dust off, especially this pen tends to collect all the dust. And then I also dust my baseboards with this. And then I use the other attachments to also vacuum out the back of the sofa, which is the spinning attachment. It's like an upholstery attachment that I switch it out and use. I also end up vacuuming the floor as well before I wash the baseboards and the floor itself. And for the baseboards and the floor, I use just some hot water, vinegar, and my lemon essential oil. And the mop that I'm using, which you will see in a minute, is just a Norwex mop and with the microfiber cloth, and I just use hot water to wet it, and that's it. I also like to wash my walls, which I forgot to mention, just in the areas where there tend to be either higher traffic, or in this case some of the couch rubs the wall a little bit, so there's like a little stain. So I like to give that a wipe down, and sometimes there's even like little cobwebs on the wall, and I like to take those down. This couch, I also like to vacuum it up itself. I love the vacuum lines on the sofa. I don't do this as often as I do my family room, because this is not a heavy traffic area, and there are weeks where we don't even sit here, so it doesn't get messy as badly as the family room does. Family room, I could do this every day. If you watch my channel, you know that I like to change out my pillows often, and if I can wash the pillowcases, I will. If not, I will give them a beating to dust them off. I feel like I need one of those old-fashioned beaters and hang the pillows outside and just give them a good smacking. But obviously I can't do that with like a meter of snow outside. But once the weather gets a little nicer, I will take them out and put them on the blankets outside just to air them out, the ones that I can't wash. Now it's time to wash the rest of the baseboards and the walls. Now this fireplace is an electric one, so I like to take everything off of the fireplace, move it, so and then clean all my baseboards and the wall and the back of the fireplace that way. To this corner, I vacuum my furniture here as well, the same way as I did the couch, and then I move on to the baseboards and the wall. this ledge over here is my basket with almost like all the dumping ground for a lot of stuff, so it does get a little dirty. I do clean this more often than just once a year, as well as these pillars, which were installed when we built the house. I'm not sure that they are anymore, but not much I can do with them at this time. But I do have to give these a wash quite often because I have a home daycare and there are fingerprints all over them. Then to finish off my cleaning, I give my big giant mirror a good wipe down with my method window cleaner, and then I also dust all the furniture and the decor, and then I put it back together and I finish it off with vacuum and a floor wash. For dusting the furniture, I typically use method wood polish, but this time I'm using Pledge. I didn't realize I was showing the French side, so here is English, and it has argan oil in it and it smells really, really good. I can't always find the wood polish in my grocery store. I have to go to a different store, but I didn't have time to pick it up when I needed it, so I ended up just picking up this Pledge, which is my best backup. Is all done. I love how fresh it feels when it's all dusted and cleaned up and put back together. I am spring cleaning my dining room. This is my formal dining room. There's not a lot of stuff to do here, as you can see, but it does need to get cleaned, especially the stuff in the hutch. I like to once a year take it all out and wipe it down with the damp cloth and just clean the glass with the glass cleaner, and then put everything back. It just refreshes everything. It's not really dusty because it's closed, but that's why I only do it once a year. Then I also have to go through the cabinets at the bottom and over here with this one, just get it sprinkling. You'd be surprised what I find in. So I use the standard cleaning product method glass cleaner, some microfiber cloths. I have a wood polisher from a method as well, and that's it. Oh, and I already took the curtains and put them to wash. I did that with the living room curtains. So I'm gonna get started. Just wanted to show you that it's not too dusty. I don't know if you can actually see this way. No, not overly dusty at all. And this is all the stuff that was in it. The fine china, if you watch my channel, I had mentioned before, it was a wedding gift from my husband's grandmother. So it's pretty special to us since she's no longer with us. And it is a bit more of an expensive china, so I don't actually use it. It's by Mikasa, fine china, and it's in Palatia Platinum. I don't even know whether they sell that anymore. And then these snow babies. So I have been doing home daycare. It'll be 21 years this year. And my very first child that I have babysat, she was 6 months at the time, and I've had her for 12 years, and every year she had purchased for Christmas one of the snow babies, so I think that's very special. I think the big one my husband added to the collection, but I think the rest of them had come from her and her sister later. And then I also keep just a few things that my kids have made me for Mother's Day here when they were little. This little thing was from our wedding. It's a bomboniera that we gave all our guests, all the female guests that came to the wedding a long time ago. But that was the only thing that I kept. We also gave away centerpieces from the shower in the wedding, but I only kept that. And then, funny thing, so if you watched my mug collection video, you know I collect mugs, but my husband collects shot glasses, or as Disney calls them, toothpick holders. But these are pretty much from many places that we have visited, and from some of the resorts we had stayed in Disney World. So we stayed at Coronado, there's All Star, there's Pop. And then we also have this one, which is Winter is Coming, because last year we did visit King's Landing, or that's what I think most of you will know it by, but it's actually Dubrovnik in Croatia. So we picked that up. There was a store that you could sit on the Iron Throne, and I have a picture. I can insert it here. And you had to buy something in order to sit on it, so this is what we picked up. And then we just have Castaway from Disney Cruise, and then there's Aruba, Bahamas, not Aruba, never been to Aruba. It's St. John's, and then St. Thomas, just some cruise spots that we stopped at, because we do like to cruise. So I think that's it. It's sleep time right now, and you can hear one of the kids coughing. So I'm going to get this cleaned up, and I'm going to put everything back in.
There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Playing games, no. There's no denying what we want. There's no denying what we want. Never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with you. Kinda used to these battlegrounds. Stick around, no. But the way you've been giving me time, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright, never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off. Never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. You make me wanna do better. I don't know why. You make me wanna do better. You make me wanna do better. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I'm better off with you.
all done, and now I'm going to move on to my family room and get that all cleaned up.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught. I got so high on a low, that's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know, yeah. No, it's no more, no. I really thought we had it covered, was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep, there's no passion down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go, this time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know, yeah. No, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low, that's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know, yeah. No, it's no more, we don't know. No, it's no more, we don't know. No, it's no more, we don't know. No, it's no more, no. We don't know. No, it's no more, we. I guess our dreams fell asleep, there's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go, this time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low, that's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know, no, it's no more, we don't know. No, it's no more, we don't know. No, it's no more, no. Yeah. I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe I don't fit into your bars. Beauty queens without no gloves. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. On me, it's just something about the way that he's making me feel. My insides are out, I just wanna shout his name. My body's giving up on me, cause I don't know what to do with my fingertips. I wanna run up through his hair, but I'm trying not to stare. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hate him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out. And we got a little tipsy on his heart. He's got a one way. I move a little closer without letting him see. My hands are shaking from the urge of being with him. I act
act a little dumber when I try to get his number. I'm so nervous that I'm losing grip of myself. My body's giving up on me, 'cause I don't know what to do with my fingertips. I wanna run through his hair.
So this sideboard will conclude the spring cleaning motivation for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I would love for you to join my YouTube family by pressing the subscribe button and the notification bell. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Welcome to my channel. Today we are spring cleaning the kitchen. This is a video that will be 2 parts. So this is the first part where I will be cleaning all of my drawers and cupboards. So I'm starting off with my pantry, taking everything out, decluttering, and wiping everything down. I have 2 different pantries. This one is obviously in my kitchen, but I also have one over in my mudroom where I converted a closet into a pantry where I keep my my overflow of food as well as some of my small appliances. So when I finished wiping it down, I had to step away and I turned off my camera and forgot to turn it back on to show you how I assembled it back together. So here it is. And here are all the things that I had pulled out that I'm going to put elsewhere. I have another very detailed pantry cleanout video that I will link up in the sky here for you to check out if you want to. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, welcome. This is my home channel where you will find tons of cleaning and decorating inspiration. I am currently in the midst of spring cleaning, so you are going to get tons of spring cleaning, deep cleaning motivation. So make sure you are subscribed and that notification bell is on. I would love for you to become part of my YouTube family and get tons of inspiration and motivation.
Follow me. Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah.
So I have my drawers kind of separated. I start with the top where I have my breakfast and food, then the one underneath it is breads and snacks, then it's all of my savory seasoning, and then the sweet seasonings, like all of my sugars. I have some chocolate chips in there and a couple other things that maybe will overflow from the savory spice drawer. And then the bottom one holds all of my flowers as well as dog treats and bin with dog bones.
Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be light?
As you can see, most of my drawers are fairly damaged, and we've been in this house now for 14, going on 15 years, and the damage was actually caused by the shelf liners peeling off the paint.
Standing right here. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Yeah. Maybe I'm just too weak. Maybe I'm just afraid of being alone. Well, I don't care, 'cause right now I feel the love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just
I am very pleased with the way the pantry ended up looking, nice and neat. And now I'm moving on to my drawers that are left off the pantry, where I keep all of my cutlery, as well as some plastic containers and food storage containers.
Better say something that would change my mind.
So the very top drawer holds all of my like knives and cutting utensils and garlic press, anything that's not like knives and forks type of thing. And I had created this organization several years ago. I just picked up these green containers at a dollar store, and they seem to fit pretty good inside, so I don't really want to jinx it the way they fit and going and getting new stuff. It works, so I'm just leaving it as is, and I'm just dumping everything out and rinsing them out, because for some reason this drawer and the cutlery drawer forever have crumbs in them and food particles. I think whenever anybody's cutting stuff, the drawers need to be shut, but they never are, so things fall in. So I kind of divide things into what the purpose of them are. So like can opener goes with wine openers, cutters go with other cutters. Then I have ice cream scoops, brushes, and things like that. Just kind of trying to group them. I know this is not how it's going to stay. Probably a week from now it's going to be a mess again, but you gotta try, right? So, and then the drawer underneath has all of my plastic food storage containers. Now, I haven't done this at all since like last year at this time, and at that time we were on spring break, and the kids were still going to school, but that was it. Ever since then my kids have not eaten lunch at school, and I had all of these containers in here, and they were serving absolutely no purpose for me. And especially now my son has moved on to university and my daughter is just finishing her last year of high school, so I don't need all of these lunch containers in here. I will be keeping them, but I just don't think that they need to be in here. I'm going to put them in a bin downstairs and see if I actually go back to them and use them. If not, I will be donating them. So I kind of give it some time, like 6 months or so, and if I never touch them in the last 6 months, I will donate them. So I decided to switch this drawer out and organize it as my coffee drawer. But first thing, I will be keeping some of these little containers. They're all Tupperware containers and they're really good quality. And I figured I'm gonna keep these in the corner shelf there because I always look, if I have leftover salad dressing or even maybe some seasoning mixes that I prepare, that's what I will be using those. So as I was saying, I will be switching this drawer into a coffee drawer kind of thing, a coffee and tea drawer. My coffee maker is right above on the counter here, and I've had coffee in a big glass jar like that one on the counter, and I wasn't loving it, so I decided to kind of take all of my coffee that I have, my coffee grinds and my coffee beans and my coffee pods, and put them in this drawer, as well as some of the coffee syrups that were always sitting on a counter. And then I also decided to move my tea in here, which freed up another drawer on the other side. And just keeping everything kind of together. And I'm going to move my tea kettle right beside my coffee maker, so everything is together. And I'm really enjoying the way this is. I think it just keeps the mess off the counter, because I always say we have 2 cooks in the house and not enough counter space. So this had freed up some of that counter space, especially when I move the tea kettle over to this side. I will have that whole corner free and more prep space. And you will see I have one of those Breville coffee tea kettles that are brewed tea, and they're glass, so I don't really want to put it underneath on a shelf because I'm worried I'm going to break it. And it has like a stand for it too. And this bottom drawer has all of my leftover food storage containers, as well as my fridge organizers that I like to organize fruits and vegetables inside my fridge here. So I am so bummed because I had bought a brand new fridge back in November and I still haven't gotten it. So we had ended up canceling the order because I was worried the company that we bought it through, the store, had taken all of my money, and but the fridge wasn't coming because I guess KitchenAid fridges are extremely delayed. And so I was worried that this store was gonna go out of business because there's so many of them that are going out of business, and I didn't want to lose my money that I had paid for the brand new fridge. So I had canceled the order. I hate my current fridge. It works, but all the shelves have broken off on the door and it's just not a very functional fridge. It keeps freezing at the back and it's just a real pain. But because the way my kitchen is set up, and there are only pretty much this specific fridge that I had bought can fit in that space. So and it's not coming, so I had, like I said, so now even if I go to a different store, I probably won't get my fridge for another 6-7 months. So I'm going to try and stick it out as long as I can without the new fridge, and just deal with this fridge, Samsung fridge, that I absolutely hate. So here's all the mess from all the drawers. So I will be, like I said, taking that bin into the basement, and right now I'm just organizing all the lids that I have kept from my glass containers, and I keep this on the other side in the cupboard, which I will move, but all the rest of the Tupperware will go in a bin in my basement, and like I said, keep it there for about 6 months. So here they are, all organized. I love the way it looks when it's all nicely neat and organized. So now I'm going to move on to this corner cabinet. Now, unfortunately, with the angle of this cabinet, I am not able to show you how I'm cleaning it because all you would get is the butt shot. And so I'm just going to show you this before and then after. Now I am moving on to my cutlery drawer, and like I said again, I'm going to be dumping everything out because there's so many crumbs that end up landing in here. And I keep my steak knives separately in a little dollar store container, and then I also have some large spoons and forks, which I figured I don't need that many, so I just kept one of each in there. And then my lighters and my food saver clips.
It's like the heat on my skin takes me back to the time met you on a Friday, halfway out at the door of the club, playing soul on the weekends, stayed in bed till Wednesday, fell in love with you right there and then. I was young, couldn't see that.
So now this next cupboard is where I keep my garbage and my recycling, and I was seriously contemplating whether I should really even show you this. This was disgusting. This is what happens when you leave things for the children to do. Things just don't get done. So I ended up taking it completely apart, spraying it down, letting it sit for a little bit, and then wiping the inside of the cabinet off. I used to have a steamer where I would go right in there with it, but it broke and I haven't been able to find one that I can take apart and it's small enough to fit in there. So anyways, first I vacuum it out and take all the big pieces out, and then I spray it down and let it sit until I'm ready to wipe it down. I also take all the garbage pails upstairs into my laundry sink, fill them with water, let them sit, and then I was bleaching them out just to get them cleaned up. I could probably buy new ones, but I haven't been able to find ones that fit inside this, and I don't want to have to go and buy the whole new set just to replace them. So it is what it is. Now I'm on the other side of the kitchen and I am cleaning under my laundry sink. This was another messy area that needed a lot of organizing and obviously cleaning, but things have just gotten a little messy.
Let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon.
So I keep some of my sink cleaning stuff, as well as like brushes and all of my extra dish rags and all of my microfibers in here. Obviously my dishwashing soap is in here as well, and then in my little green basket I just keep kitchen cleaning cleaning supplies. So all of my method stainless steel cleaner, a degreaser, all-purpose cleaner, and things like that in here. Just stuff that I would use to clean my kitchen or anything in the kitchen. And then I also have my compost bin. Now I have another corner unit here, and here is the before, and then I'm going to show you the after.
Side by side, our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight.
Now it's time to clean one of my messiest drawers. Probably not the dirtiest drawer, but the messiest drawer. It's my junk drawer, and I have an organization system in there that worked, but like I said, I haven't tackled this for a very long time, so it had gotten a little bit out of hand.
We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. for sleep. Hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Better say something that will change my mind. Gotta give me something, 'cause I'm not blind. And I don't know how to enjoy it. Every time you tell me it's not there, I suppose that we won't stand a chance. We won't stand a chance. I love how you read my mind when I'm lying. I'm trying to be right the whole time. You don't buy it. I try it. Better say something that will blow my mind. If I have learned one thing, it's wasting time. I don't know how to enjoy it. Every time you tell me it's not there, I suppose that we won't stand a chance.
Now the drawer that is underneath this one is the one that I had taken all of my tea stuff and moved to the deep drawer, so I just needed to vacuum, and I have decided to put my oven mitts here and my dish drying rack. That was just two things that were kind of cluttering up my dish towel, like my kitchen rack drawer, so I thought this worked out pretty good. Underneath is a very simple drawer. I just keep all of my Ziploc bags and my food storage bags, and I need to replenish some of them, but this was super easy to clean. And the bottom drawer, which is a deeper drawer, has my kitchen rags, and as you can see, most of them are being washed, so it was fairly empty, so I need to get all of them out from the dryer and bring them down, but for now I am just giving it the quick cleaning. Now it's the next day and I am cleaning up my upper cabinets today. This is definitely a lot shorter cleaning than the lower cabinets because things are fairly organized here. I have this one, and I think the one above the fridge are probably the messiest ones. So over on this one I keep my bottles and my Shakeology cups and just different reusable bottles that we like to fill our drinks with to go or around the house. And I have pared it down pretty good, and this is pretty much the stuff that we use. There is 4 of us here, so and everything pretty much fits inside this bin, so it works. And then I also have reusable straws. Now we use straws all the time for smoothies, for drinks. I like to drink my water with the straws, so I have several of them, and I just keep them all in a little bag on the side, and it works. Then the middle cabinet has our coffee and tea mugs, travel mugs. I have decided to pare down the tea travel mugs since we mostly drink coffee to go, not so much tea, but once in a while I do like to take my tea with me, so I just kept 2 of them instead of 4. And like I said, I took the other ones downstairs, and I will do the same thing. If I don't reach for them in the next 6 months, I will donate it. And the top one has my medicine. Well, actually medicine, this is my everyday type of medicine. Well, just painkillers, allergy medicine, and it had some vitamins, but I ended up bringing all the extra vitamins in here, and I separated my vitamins into the daily container, so these are extra ones. But this is a good time to kind of go through all your medicine, like my cold and flu medicine, because things expire and you want to kind of get rid of them, that whatever had expired. So I actually decided to put in my cold and flu medicine all of my extra vitamins, and then the other one just had my Advil and my allergy pills and things that you would reach for kind of on more regular basis. And then I have extra tea, a bin with extra tea. So I think this, I don't know what's going on with my camera, but I think this is nicely organized now. Definitely a lot easier to see what's in there. In my next cabinet, so here are all the things that I'm actually checking before I move on to my next cabinet. But on my next cabinet, I have all of my drinking cups and my tea mugs, which I end up moving into the deep drawer because I had some room in there, which I already showed you. But and all of my kind of food prepping stuff, measuring cups and things like that. So because I do Ultimate Portion Fix, I have these containers, and I was getting another set of containers, so I wanted to have a separate container to hold all of them in. So that's that white little one that has the orange lid. That's where all of them are gonna go. And then on the top shelf, I have my measuring cups in one container, my measuring spoons in the other, lids for all the glass containers that are in the middle shelf are in one, and then I also have my citrus presses in the other one because they're too big to go into my other drawer that has all the other utensils, kind of prepping utensils. I have had this system in place for a while, and it works. And I like how organized everything is, and everything is labeled, so I know where things are. So then here I am just placing all of my Portion Fix into that bin. And then the middle one, like I said, it has some glass measuring cups as well as food prepping bowls, my salad a spinner thingy for salad dressing, and I think I have a cheese grater there too. And then the bottom one, I have some cups, my dog's fish oil, and my medicine holder, my vitamins holder.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are,
So I think this looks really good, all nicely organized. Now moving on to my next one. This one is very simple, just has my coffee mugs, some salad bowls, and plates and bowls. So not a lot of stuff to do here. I do not know why I was arranging my mugs. Oh yeah, I was trying to see if I can fit the tea mugs in there instead of the drawer.
Just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive.
So this is my decorative corner unit where I keep my decor, but my husband keeps his medicine in there just because he says if he puts it in with the other medicine, it's just all going to get messed up. So all I do, I don't actually remove anything out of there, but I do dust it and just organize his stuff. This little tiny shelf works really well. I keep my oil, my coconut oil, and some other oils in here, as well as my salt and pepper, and then I also have my vanilla, my baking powder, and baking soda, just things that I reach to on more regular basis, like almost every day. Well, I do reach for salt and pepper every day, but maybe not the baking soda and baking powder. So up above here, where you can't see right now, but here it is, I keep my soup noodles and my rice and some pasta. I don't have a lot of pasta on hand because sometimes I do make my own pasta, so I just have things as a backup rather than storing it and buying it. I do sometimes buy the set at Costco, which includes 3 or 4 different ones, and then that lasts me for several months. And then up above the pantry, I keep all of my cutting board and my cookie sheet, cookie cooling sheet. I used to have like 3 or 4 of them, now I just keep 1. And my salad spinner. And the last cabinet that I'm working on is above my fridge, where I keep all of my protein shakes, my croutons, and some of these small mason jars for my oatmeal that I make in the fridge to keep in the fridge. So this will probably be this is the last thing that I will be cleaning for this video. Make sure you tune in next week, where I will be cleaning all the really dirty stuff, like underneath the stove, on top of the kitchen cabinets, behind the fridge. so make sure you tune in for that one. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it motivational. Let me know if you have started your spring cleaning and what you're working on, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to press that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be continuing in my organizing, cleaning, and decluttering series. We are working on my master ensuite. As you can see, well, the top's pretty cluttered, but the drawers are even worse. So I want to take everything out, wipe everything down, and reorganize, get rid of stuff that doesn't need to be in there. And then, like I said, put it back nicely organized. So I'm gonna work on all of these. Plan is to also deep clean the bathroom and clean the blinds. I am not cleaning the windows yet because it's quite cold outside and it just doesn't work out when I want to get everything off. Sometimes it even freezes. I don't think it would freeze today, but so lots to do today. So without further ado, let's get started. So here is this cupboard, and once I organize it, I will go over what's in here. So I think this looks much better. So I've got my bug spray and sunscreen stuff over there. There's a couple extra body sprays and some shaving cream and another mouthwash. Now keeping my husband's shaving and showering stuff. Obviously I need to restock on deodorant. I usually buy them at Costco and just fill that up for both my husband and I, and then my daughter and my son use both of those as well. All of the toothbrushes, extra will be fillers, cartridges for my electric toothbrush, and some floss, extra toothpaste, extra shaving stuff, all of my husband's eye contacts, and then just some. Usually keep extra Q-tips and extra, if I buy those cleansing pads, are in there. And that's just a mini first aid kit. I have a full first aid kit downstairs on the shelf, but this is just in case if I need something up here. And now we are going to move over to my other cupboard, which is pretty much my stuff here. And as you can see, it has gotten a little bit out of control, so I'm just going to tame it down, take stuff out that doesn't need to be in here, and find a different home for it and just organize everything.
slowly. I think I'm crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. Think I'm slowly. I think I'm crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. Think I'm slowly. I think I'm crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. Think I'm slowly. I think I'm crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. Like I was falling through the air. No one but myself to hold my hand. Standing in the shadows of where we have been. Sleeping with your back facing me. I know this isn't us. Baby, pull me closer, let's fall in love. Oh, I can feel my body move to every move you make. And I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all.
So this is all done. As you can see, I did pare down quite a bit, changed some containers around to work better, and then I just added the attachments to the back because we barely ever use those, so I just put them to the back. And then this box, which and over here in this little cloth box that I had left over when I was redoing my linen closet, I just added my nail heater thing, wax melter, some wax beads, some waxing strips, and then just stuff for the nail heater. That way we don't use this maybe once every 4 to 6 weeks. So this is gonna go in my walk-in closet on the shelf. That way it's kind of has its own place. It's not cluttering under the sink.
Whatever happens, I will have you next to me. 'Cause tonight we have it all. 'Cause we're dancing as one. 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 You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. You and me are moving. Make sure we get through this. Let's just keep on dancing as one. 'Cause we're 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 dancing as one.
So the drawers are done. This one was really messy, and I think it looks much better now. I've got my makeup removers and face wash, lip balm, lip exfoliator, and a couple other chapsticks, another face wash, and an extra little face scrubby thingy for my electric face cleanser, toothbrush, toothpaste, and floss, and then are deodorants, and then Nivea cream if my hands are really dry. And then this is all of my hair stuff. Typically what I would use if I was styling my hair. My everyday hairbrush, my wet hairbrush. I did put my blow drying hairbrush and a wet brush in a cupboard because I don't use it as often as every time I wash my hair. So, and then I have some hair mask, hair elastics, and I'm just have a little bit left of this hydrating styling cream, so I just want to use it up. That's why I put it to the front. And then this is my husband's, just his colognes, shaving stuff, and then I'm just going to put one of these in here so he knows that that goes there, because that one's empty. All of this stuff, oh, I have to put those things away, came out, that's gonna go in the garbage. So that's what I'm gonna do next, just pick up all these things that I had taken out and that it's garbage, and clean the countertops, clean the floor, and then I'm gonna move on to scrubbing the shower. So I had dusted the window curtains, or where are they, blinds. I have to clean up this mess just to tidy it up, put things where it goes, like this is garbage and stuff like that, some rags and towels. I did vacuum the floor this morning because I have to do it pretty much every day because the hair is like taking over my life. I'm now gonna clean the toilet. I will dust these shelves and the top of the toilet. My husband needs to fix the toilet before I can clean it, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to get this shower cleaned up. There's just a lot of stuff that can go in a garbage, and it just needs to be scrubbed down. But I have a really hard time getting the camera in here. And it's dark because the light is out, it doesn't work. So I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like after. So the room is done. I have managed to clean almost everything here. which is pretty satisfying. My deep cleaning day is tomorrow, so I will clean the toilet and the tub thoroughly, but I did clean the board up, and the shower is as clean as it's going to get. And then I sorted through. I have 2 of these that are opened that need to get through, and then this thing broke, so I need to fix it. So I'm gonna take it downstairs and fix it. I am so happy that I went through the cupboards, because really that was the most important part about this whole cleanup. And if you actually want to see how I redid my cupboards, they used to be like a cherry wood color. I did it over on my DIY channel. I can link the video in the description box how I made them over myself. It was the whole of bathroom redo. We did the mirror, the shelves, all new lighting and everything. So I can link it down below if you want to see that. So here is my walk-in closet. I think the last time I had truly fully organized it was a year ago probably. So so this is all my side, and then over here is my husband's. Then I have all of my purses, snow pants, wallets, and all sorts of stuff over there. And we've got something happening here. And then we have just a whole bunch of stuff that needs to get decluttered and cleaned up and organized and all sorts of stuff. So, and I have some shoes here, seasonal shoes that I tuck away, and then some more jewelry. Then there's this where I hang up all sorts of stuff that needs to again be decluttered, bags and stuff like that from summertime. So I'm going to, plan is to remove everything out of the closet, vacuum it, clean it, and then put everything back in. So to make cleaning a little bit more exciting, it's always a good idea to maybe make a nice good playlist that you can sing along while you're cleaning. Emptied the shelves, the one shelf, and I'm going to fold it all up and go through it, because obviously I don't have enough room to put everything out in the mess. So I'm going to fold all this stuff, and then I'm going to bring out the rest of the stuff. Can I help you? Boys, can I help you? You can't go up on my bed. You can't. No. I made a big mess. You can't go up on it. Oh, you're going to snuggle with Daddy's sweater? You're going to snuggle with Daddy's sweater? Yeah? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Hmm? What are you going to do? So before I start putting things away on my side, and I still have to do the dresses, but it's on the other side. So just to kind of give you an idea how I separate it. So these are all of my sweatshirts. Then I have kind of thinner sweaters, thicker sweaters. I have more thinner sweaters here. These are kind of thinner sweaters except this one. But I'm probably going to move this one into this pile. And then I have jeans, tights, sporty tights, fancy tights, and then really thick sweaters here that are more like almost borderline like jackets. Then I have my tank tops here and my cardigans, skirts and pants, outerwear, fancy wear. And then I have my t-shirts and all of my button-down shirts, and then long sleeve shirts here. And then I have fancier tank tops there, and then hanging sweaters. These will all go on a door probably. And then I have my Disney shirts and sweaters, and then just camis and tank tops that I wear underneath clothes. And then these two big wool sweaters, they just go on top on their own. So I'm going to start putting this back. I faced all of my hangers the same way. I like doing that. And then I like using solid hangers for these, but more so I like using these ones for tank tops because tank tops sit nicely, or if they are too wide and have the little loops, I like using these ones for that as well. So just a little, and I got these at the dollar store, Dollarama, I think. I'm pretty sure Dollar Tree carries them. And these ones I got at IKEA, and I like these for the pants and the skirts because it doesn't leave the fold on them. We've tried using those suede hangers because they're great for things not to fall off of them, but the problem is we go in a closet and pull stuff down, like off the, like just pull this off the hanger, and they all broke. So I'm going to like I said, start putting everything back in, and I'm going to keep everything alike together, and probably top will be more summer stuff and bottom will be more fall, winter, spring stuff. So I put all of the stuff back, and I did a little bit different, trying to keep in mind what I'm wearing right now versus like summertime. So I did keep the Disney shirts on here, but the rest of the stuff, I've got my thicker sweaters, my thinner sweaters, then I have all of my like comfy, nicer pants, and then I have my sweatshirts, my thick sweaters, and my camis, and then down there I have my shorts and my jeans. Jeans are on the bottom because, let's face it, I spend most of my days in my tights or my yoga pants, and barely do I reach for jeans lately since there's nowhere really to go because we're still in lockdown. So but I think this will work a little bit better in keeping things organized. I still have to go through my jewelry and my sunglasses, which will go over here. And then I added the nicer sweaters from that zip up sweater pile in here to go with the outerwear. And then I moved the long sleeve shirts up here. And there's actually still a decent amount of space, not that I'm intending to fill it, because like I said, without going anywhere, I barely wear 90% of these clothes anyways, but you know, one day I hope to wear them. And then here I just put my zip up hoodies on the hook, just kind of arranged it a little bit better. And then I put my husband's and then my thick house coat, and which I'm planning on replacing. I've had this thing for about 20 years now, so it's time to let it go and maybe buy a nicer one. And then my thinner one is there. When I did home daycare, I definitely used these sweaters a lot more. I felt like I could use one a day because they would get so dirty from the snot and all sorts of stuff from the kids, so I would wash them. So I don't necessarily need this many sweaters, but I'm not throwing them out because I do like wearing them, especially when fall and spring, when you need a sweater for outside but don't need a jacket. And now the toddlers got replaced by a half Newfie dog who slobbers all over me all the time. So now that my bedroom is somewhat empty, I still have to sort the bags and then shoes, but I'll do all that when I remove all of this. So I'm going to work on this side, pretty much the same process as the other side. So I had removed the dresses. I'm going to get my husband to go through his clothes so that way I don't do that. And then I'm going to just arrange this, but it's very hard to get in here, so I'm going to, with the camera, so I'm going to do kind of before and after photo. So I'm going to remove everything, sort all the shoes, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like all sorted. So before I show you my reveal, I just want to show you, I took out all of those wiry hangers, and I was going to throw them out, but I'm thinking I'm going to put them in a donation pile because you never know, they might need them. Though that's a donation pile. And then all of these are items that, this needs to go into the donation pile too. And then these are all the things that are going downstairs because they aren't supposed to be here anyways. So I'm pretty proud of my accomplishment. It is all done. My husband went through his clothes and actually ended up with a whole bunch of empty hangers. I do use the suede ones for some of his work shirts because they stay on a little bit better. But as you can see, he doesn't have very many clothes, but it is what it is. He's not up for a fashionable man award, but it's what he needs. So, and then up here, like I mentioned before, those are snow pants, then there's crossbody purses, my evening purses and wallets, and then the rest of my purses. I do love purses. Maybe I don't have as much as somebody who is obsessed with them, but I do love them, and I change them up seasonally and sometimes even a couple times during the season. And then over here, so over in this shelf, I have just my sun hat and then my hunter boot socks, and then I have my fancy dresses, and then I have my summer dresses. And then over here, I've tidied this up. It looks so much better. I have some more of my jewelry. I have jewelry everywhere. Jewelry there, I have jewelry here, and I have jewelry here. So I need to figure out, and I also have some jewelry here. I need to figure out a little bit of a better way of doing this, but once I do, I'll let you know. I still haven't. So I was even thinking about buying one of those old-fashioned cutlery boxes and making it over into a jewelry holder. I don't have a lot of jewelry, but I do find that like a lot of necklaces and stuff, like if I don't lay them flat and individually, they get all tangled up. I have a couple that are tangled up in there that I have to work on untangling. So, and this is just kind of extra. So I have nail stuff all down here. Then I have my little travel things here and a broken frame that I have to fix. And then I have just extra feminine products, and then I just have jewelry, and then I have a little catch-all box here that I kind of keep all the things that maybe I take out of pockets and things like that, and I put it in here. It used to be up top, but then it kept getting knocked over, so I just put it there. Then I have some of our dressy boots here, all of the summer spring shoes. So I have my dress shoes, so like my high heels and my high heel sandals. I have my water shoes here, or my what are these called, Keens, and there's Morels here. And then I have my husband's golf shoes, and I can't seem to find my other flip-flop. No idea where it went. Then I have my summer hiking shoes. Here I have dress boots here, and then there's a pair of boots. They are, what are these called? I forget what these are called. They're my son's. I can fit into them, so I was thinking of Timberlands, about keeping them. They are extremely heavy. They do go up to, I think they're rated for -32, which could have used them today, but I need to get new shoelaces because this one's messed up, and the other ones I gave them to my daughter because she has Timberlands, and Frank chewed one of the laces last year, so I just gave her those. My son doesn't fit into those, so like I said, I just kept them because they're pretty pricey shoes that I might wear them, but I don't know, I find them really heavy. But maybe I'll get shoelaces and try it anyways. Maybe it was an off day for me. So, and then over here, I really like the way this is all sorted out. I did change it out a little bit, as I mentioned, but I tried to keep things together, that like things that I'm wearing now more on top, and then underneath more. I really need to get my nails done. And then here is the hanging, and then I think I already showed you this, and then the back. So I think I utilized the space pretty good. I do still have a little bit more room for some extra clothes if need be. I don't know how many are in the laundry, but if you enjoyed this. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Cleaning, Decluttering, and Organizing. Today we are going to be working on master bedroom deep clean. We are going to be emptying drawers, sorting things, organizing, putting it back in, and cleaning out everything. So here are some of the piles that I had made from cleaning out my master closet. If you have missed that video, I will link it at the end and down in the description box. But now we are moving on to the bedroom, and all the furniture needs to be cleaned out and sorted. I'm also going to be cleaning behind the furniture. So I'm going to start with the dressers and going through all the clothes, taking them out, reorganizing, wiping down all the drawers, and then putting everything back in. If you're stopping by my channel for the very first time and are looking for some cleaning and organizing motivation as well as decorate with me, well, you stopped at the right channel. I do tons of that, tons of motivation and decor inspirations. So I would love it if you consider pressing that subscribe button and a notification bell so you don't miss out any of the uploads. So now that's done, I'm going to wipe this down, but before I do that, I just wanted to give you a little tour. So So this is my underwear, bras, and thick socks. Then I have t-shirts and long sleeve shirts. And then here are my yoga pants, track pants, and tights. I do live in that drawer quite a bit. And here I have tight capris, shorts, and then workout socks. And then pajamas, I've got tank tops and shorts, t-shirts, and capris. And then long sleeve shirts and long pajama pants. So that's that. So now I'm gonna wipe this down and I'm gonna move on to that dresser.
What you're putting in, all your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything?
So this cabinet's done. I mean dresser, not cabinet. So let me show you. This is my husband's underwear and socks. This are my workout clothes, and I have 2 sets of bras still that need to go in there. And then this is my beach wear. Hopefully I'll go to the beach this summer somewhere. And then my husband's jeans and some brand new t-shirts that he hasn't even opened yet, his shorts, and then his beachwear and activewear. He does have to dress up for work, so the track pants are pretty much here just to walk the dogs when it's like -40 outside. And now I'm going to move on to the 2 nightstands. So that basket just needs to be put away into the closet, and then I'm going to just turn my camera around to here, and this is my makeup desk, and I had arranged it about 2 months and a half ago, 2 months ago. So I'm just going to wipe a little bit down. It doesn't need too much cleaning, but I'm going to wipe a little bit down and just organize everything a little bit better. There's a couple things that like this part is a little bit messy, so I'm just going to make sure that everything kind of fits nicer in here. I had picked up a couple new things, so I'm just going to put these in here. I'm also going to be taking the curtains off and washing them, just refreshing them. so they smell nice and clean. And now I'm gonna move on to moving furniture away from the doors and vacuuming up the carpet behind it, as well as all the baseboards.
We don't belong here. I want more out of life. The longer we stay here, our boots get stuck in the mud. Let's pack up a life, baby, and call it a night. 'Cause the longer we stay here, the harder the fight. I said, hey, yeah, 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 call it a start by leaving behind what's breaking our hearts. I said, hey, yeah, 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 follow the spark. Ain't nothing but a one way.
So the room is done. I just have an extra blanket there because I've been covering myself when we're sleeping, because it's been a little bit extra cold. And that one is okay for midday naps, but I find at night it gets a little cold. And then I have my curtains from downstairs here that I haven't hung up. Speaking of curtains, they're in the wash. You can probably hear the washing machine running, and it's just feels so good to have this accomplished. It's done. I probably won't be moving furniture till fall again, so that's nicely, it's done. There were some dog hair behind and dust, more so on, I felt on this side and this side than on that side, but don't know the rhyme and reason. But it's clean. It's like a breath of fresh air. So I hope you had enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you stay tuned for next video, because we will be working on the master ensuite, and trust me, that needs some deep cleaning. So until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.
Don't you worry.